My interest really, and our interest as a multimedia group, is that two of our finest presenters were awarded, and I am talking Ekuma Mama Zimbi of Adom FM and Nana Yaa Brefo of Adom TV. So it's all to the Adom family, but we get to share in that glory because we are part of them. Nana Yaa joins me here from Bidrim to Joy News to AM. Good morning, Nana Yaa.
Morning, darling.
Congratulations to you. You deserved it.
Honestly, as you said it, it's for all of us.
Yeah, but you get to keep it.
Of course, so. Because it's my name is written somewhere, is it? So I can keep it, but it's for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say we have the best of team here in multimedia.
Definitely.
From Joy News to ours, and then Joy Prime and all that. And on radio, we have the best of hands. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. But you know, very few people know about your story, really. Where are you coming from? I mean, we know that you're co-host of the morning show on Bidrim.
I've been in the media for several years. And I was with Despite Group of Companies and Peace FM for years, for about 8.5 years. Okay. Producing, never on air.
Oh, you were never on air? You never read the news?
Never on air, no, never. Just reporting from locations, but never on air as a presenter or newscaster from then, or producing from morning show to them. I think the only program I probably didn't produce is mid-morning, but news to so all the shows on or programs on radio probably had produced almost all of it. Yeah, okay. sort of. Before I moved to Asempa, even at Asempa, I was also a producer. So I was brought in here as a producer, but Vaughan, I don't know what happened, felt that
let me just say Vaughan is our former COO here.
I was just there one day. He said, "You're going to read news." I said, "How?" I don't know how to do this. You're lying. You can do this. So I had to go and learn from a colleague, and then I couldn't do one evening, and then I started it. And then Ricky also said, "No, there's a new program. I think you can handle it." Yeah. And so we started Bidrim with Kaba, and I realized, well, actually, from Takrady, I wanted to be a presenter. Okay. I tried working with Sky FM in Takrady, but Big Brother said, "Yeah, you can do it, but I want you to learn more, so come to school." So I came to GIJ, never went back to Takrady.
Wow. They drove you to come to school? To school. And then you came to stay and started winning awards. I didn't go back.
Recently. recently. But it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been an easy road. It's not... It's not an easy field like in the media, and you don't just get up one day hoping to be like somebody. Yeah. Because it's not an easy road. It takes a while, and then certainly one day your time will.
Were you looking up to become like someone? Were you trying to copy someone?
Copying, no.
Okay.
Copying, no. But I had people that I look up to, like I feel it, like Gifty Auntie. Okay. Yeah, she's one of the people here in Ghana that I felt that, well, she's doing a good job and stuff like that. So I watch a lot of programs on TV and listen to a lot of programs on radio, and I try to, even when I wasn't reading news, I would be reading on my own. And interestingly, I wanted to do English news.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, was it your choice to do Chi?
No, when I came to Accra, I came to GIJ, I was just listening to Joy FM. My brother would come from Takrady, tune into Peace, and I'll be so hungry. But after school, or during my studies, I decided, look, let me venture into a place where there's a possibility I could find a job. So I just decided to do my attachment at Peace FM, and that's it. That's where the Chi things started coming. Actually, I speak more Fanti probably than Chi. I was taught Chi by Auntie Efia. She will always complain when I'm speaking Fanti and stuff like that. And then I had to try and then speak Chi and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So I learned.
Did you ever sit in front of the television?
No.
And as in at home, sit in front of TV with old newspapers and pretend that you are reading news? Because I did that.
I'm not surprised you're doing this work. I did that too. I will listen to all of them, and then I'll pick papers and I'll start reading. Recently, I've my sister's daughter is with me, and I'll hear her reading. And I just asked her, she said she wants to do journalism. I said, why? Because you said no. I mean, she always wanted to. And I realized what I was doing is what she's doing. Yeah. Yeah, and I think almost everybody who does that probably end up doing eventually, even if it's not probably from the day you start reading and trying to read and be a news, whatever. Yeah. Just eventually one day you'll be there.
You know, I've had you particularly on Fridays a few times, and people have been surprised that here you are on AM show and join you speaking English. People think that once you do things in Tree, that's what you're limited to.
That's what, even with our colleagues, they believe that, well, those of us who probably read news or does Tree programs, we can't speak good English. And I tell them, look, the things are written for you in English. And you don't translate them before you go on air. Yeah. Sometimes you'll be there and they just push it to you and it's in English and you translate them. So it's not like, probably some of us don't speak fluent English. Like, they understand it, but their English, one could say suspect, sort of. But, I mean, a lot more of us, we do both. Yeah. Listen to Efia Pokri and you marvel. The kind of English that, but when she's reading the news in Tree and there's an English word, I mean, she'll go about it as if she doesn't understand. It's just that you want to be able to get down to the people that are your audience or whoever is listening to you to understand you better. That's all.
Okay, so let me ask you, would you love to do things in English? Would you want to, for instance,
currently I'm okay.
Show and then I go and do Beijing, for instance?
Currently I'm okay where I am.
So you don't want to read the news in English?
I don't want to confuse anybody at the moment. I'm fine. I'm fine where I am.
I know that people enjoy seeing you here on the AM show, so here's what I'm going to do. Nanaya has won 2 awards, one last year, and then this year, the best female TV presenter. 102 0302 211 69 She's one of the hard-working persons that I've come to know here at the Multimedia Group.
You can't do less here.
You absolutely deserve what you're getting.
They won't accept anything less than that here. I come to work Sunday to Sunday, actually, and I meet Katie. I tell him, look, you're taking a lot of my, my marriage life. You know what I mean?
But now that you bring that in, let's talk about it, because you also come to work very early. There's been talks about journalists not getting enough time. How do you manage?
It's true. Honestly, it's not easy, especially working with multimedia. It's not easy. You travel Friday, come back Sunday I come back, I'll come back to work, come and do my voices for my entertainment show on Monday and all that. And then from Monday to Friday, you probably wake up quite early from bed, and then you have to drive alone to the office, finish, and you're not done.
Yeah.
You have to read the news. After news, you are still not done, because you have to listen to other program shows to be able to be informed. And then the next day you come to work, you do a good job. You understand? It's not easy. We manage. I think we have wonderful husbands.
Yeah.
They're understanding. If you don't get a husband who's understanding, you're in trouble, because it's not easy being in the media at all. You can be called anytime that there's something happening here, and whatever you're doing, you have to stop and then just go and attend to that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So is this one kind of profession?
It's not easy. I mean, but the sad aspect of it is that you don't get what you want. You cannot have the V8s and all that easily, But it's a fine profession. You get to meet big people. You meet high people that probably, usually, even if you're a banker, somewhere, a lawyer, or whoever, you probably might not meet them. I mean, you just meet the person and easily have a chat. He can even call you because you're in the media, and that's what we get from it, the joy of knowing people. When I want something to be done, I get it easily, but probably the money doesn't correspond with what you do.
Do you get paid well?
Sorry?
Do you get paid well?
Multimedia?
I
think multimedia is...
You're one of our big stars.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I would want to have more, but I'm okay.
Yeah?
It's better off than where I came from. I'm okay.
Okay. Let me speak to Dan. He's calling us from Yeji. Hello, Dan. Thank you for your
call. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Dan. I appreciate your call. Let's hear you.
I want to say congratulations to Yaa Brefo for her wonderful work. She should just keep it up. I enjoy watching her on Multi TV. I like her show, and she should keep it up. She shouldn't fear anybody. She should just concentrate on what she's doing, and God will bless her. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you very much for calling.
Do you know, do people call you?
Yeah, people call me.
They're called and they're afraid, like, you don't have bodyguards.
Yeah, but I think you say more than I do.
Yeah,
so
maybe. But I think the way I go about it, though you get hurt, but at the end of the day you feel like, well.
Have you been threatened before?
No.
Okay. Has any big political person called to warn you, like, watch the things you say?
No, warn. No. Yeah, people will send you tests here and there, but I ignore that. you know, but call to warn, no, because when you warn me, I'll come and say it. They know that. So they won't dare. They only tell you that, well, I think you said this thing, this is the reason why this is happening, and they try to explain to you. But warn you, no, I'll say it.
Okay. Let me just take one more call, and then we'll wrap up on this one. Roberts is joining us from the Bono Ahafo region. Roberts, thank you for calling. Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. In fact, Nanaya, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I voted for you, but and honestly, I don't like the way
Thank you.
On Adam.
You had
in a way, because
he doesn't like the
he
way
voted for me, but he doesn't like the way I
think, as you say, digressing. Okay, digressing. I think some way, somehow, you should limit.
Yeah.
You understand? Because something comes up on a paper, and then the level at which digressing is on it change a meaning to it in although you understand yourself that it is just a digression or a switch you are doing, but somebody who sits behind you watching you more than giving the paper.
Okay.
You end up getting a different.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Constructive criticism is also really, really welcome. But congratulations to you. Let me not take the shine out of you.
Thank you.
All right. We wish you the very best. More awards to come in the future.
Only if it's genuine, like there's no kululu in it. I'm sure we'll take it. I'm sure we'll take it. Leave it for the people to vote, they'll vote.
If you do kululu with her, she'll come back on air and come and say it. Okay, so she's on Bedroom at exactly 9 a.m. this morning. You can catch up with Nanaya, but I'm not saying leave the AM show. Stay with us. Talk is up next.